They laughed at him. They walked past him. They didn't even give him a second glance. But the moment he stepped out of that barber's chair, everything changed. Today, we're diving into the most jaw-dropping glow-up stories that left the entire internet speechless. These aren't your average transformations. These are life-changing, jaw-dropping, can't-look-away moments. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to believe that anyone can become unrecognizable. Meet Jose, 55 years old. For the last 25 years, this man called the streets his home. 25 years. He used to be an electrician, a skilled working man, but depression stole everything from him: his job, his home, his identity. The people of Palma de Mallorca knew him as the friendly homeless guy who helped people park their cars. That was his life. But then, one day, a salon owner spotted him, and instead of walking past like everyone else, she invited him in. Jose sat in that chair not knowing what was about to happen. The stylists worked for hours, combing through decades of neglect, trimming, dyeing, shaping. They even worked on his eyebrows. For the first time in years, someone was paying attention to him, real attention. And then, the moment of truth. They turned him to face the mirror. Jose broke down in tears. He couldn't even recognize himself. The man staring back at him wasn't a homeless guy on the street. He was elegant, confident, alive. The locals who saw Jose every single day couldn't believe their eyes, because a haircut didn't just change his appearance, it gave him back his dignity. And with dignity comes a brand new life. Okay, now this guy, William Pugh, 21 years old from England, on paper, his life sounds like a dream. He started his own insurance company, ran it from home, making money while the rest of us are stuck in traffic. Living the dream, right? Yeah, not exactly. Working from his bed for 12 hours a day, a knee injury that ended his basketball days, and a diet that, let's just say, wasn't doing him any favors. William was gaining weight fast, and he knew it. But here's where it gets interesting. He joined a country folk rock band, yes, you heard that right, called the Magic Rooster Brothers, and his barber said 3 words that changed everything. Grow a beard, mate. One beard. That's all it took to flip a switch in this man's brain. He changed his diet, ditched the takeaways, started walking 15,000 steps a day, created an Instagram, got scouted, and suddenly, boom, William Pugh is modeling for GQ, for Hunger magazine, working alongside David Beckham, with 38,000 followers and contracts pouring in. All because of a beard. Now, I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now, because this next story, this one hits different. Daphne Self. Born in London, 1928, she survived World War II, won a modeling contest at 21, graced the pages of Vogue, walked runways, was a real star. But then, life did what life does. She fell in love, got married, had 3 children, and stepped away from the spotlight, completely, for decades. And then, her husband got sick, and after a long illness, he was gone. The man she had given up her career for, gone. Some people collapse under that kind of loss. But Daphne, at 70 years old, she picked up the phone and called her agent. She walked back onto the runway. She appeared on the cover of Vogue again. She shot campaigns for Dolce & Gabbana, Ralph Lauren, Harper's Bazaar, and on July 1st, 2018, Daphne Self turned 90 years old. 90 years old. The oldest professional model in the world, officially in the Guinness Book of Records. No plastic surgery, no desperate attempts to look younger, just cosmetics, yoga, a good diet, and the most powerful thing of all, a love for life. Let that sink in. All right, real talk. How many of us grew up eating frozen chicken nuggets and fries and thought, this is fine? Angela McManus from Newcastle, that was her reality, for her whole family. It wasn't laziness, it was just easy, cheap, familiar. Nobody told her it needed to change. Until one snowboarding trip changed everything. Angela is nearly 50, having fun on the slopes, and suddenly she can't breathe, can't keep up. What was supposed to be a fun family day turned into a wake-up call she couldn't ignore. Determined energy. She went home, threw out the frozen meals, started cooking real food, and get this, it was cheaper. Hired a personal trainer, hit the gym, no more excuses. And her son, Bradley, he watched his mom transform and thought, if she can do it. And Bradley, who'd been chubby his whole life, avoided exercise, loved his pastries, completely reinvented himself. Before and after, you would not believe it's the same two people. But what's even more beautiful than the physical change, they did it together. Mother and son pushing each other every single day. And finally, the story that broke the Japanese internet. His wife left him. And honestly, at the time, his words, not mine, he didn't look great. Overweight, going bald, glasses, average guy, average life. Most men in that situation eat ice cream and watch TV for 6 months. Not this man. Something clicked. He remembered who he used to be, a college student who lived at the gym, and he made a decision, not just to lose weight, not just to get fit, to compete in bodybuilding. This man who could barely look in the mirror decided he was going to get on a stage in front of hundreds of people and compete. He lost 12 kilograms. He built a physique that stopped people in the street. He got invited to model at events across Japan. And the best part? He found love again with a woman who shares his passion for fitness. He says it himself. He doesn't share his story to show off. He shares it because he wants you to know it's never too late. If you want to be reborn, do it while you're still alive. Every single person in today's video had a moment where they could have stayed exactly the same, where it would have been easier to do nothing. Jose could have refused that haircut. William could have stayed in bed. Daphne could have stayed in grief. Angela could have gone home and ordered pizza. Shoryappan could have given up on himself. They did not. So, whatever your moment is, whatever mirror you've been avoiding, maybe today is the day you stop looking away. If this video moved you even a little bit, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop in the comments which transformation hit you the hardest. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one. Don't quit on yourself.